Welcome back to another Phasmophobia video. This time we're doing Grafton Farmhouse on Professional. As always, I've got my equipment selected and put into my equipment list ready to go. So let's not waste any more time and get stuck right into it. Right, now that we have spawned into the vehicle, let's do the normal procedure of checking the objectives. Objective 1, discover what type of ghost we're dealing with. Objective 2, find evidence of paranormal activity with the EMF reader. Objective 3, detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Objective 4, prevent a ghost hunting with a crucifix. Now we know our basic objectives. Let's grab our normal equipment, which is going to be a thermometer, camera, and a flashlight. And obviously the key to enter the premises. As I always like to do when I first enter the premises, is walk around with the thermometer in hand, glancing to see if the temperature drops to locate the haunted room. But as I'm also doing this, I'm searching the ground on top of tables, chairs, anywhere where the bone could possibly spawn. Got evidence of objects moving already, and we've also got the bone.
Nice.
As always, once you've taken a photo of the bone, before you pick it up, just quickly check. Make sure your photograph is registered by having the writing above the photograph. And this looks like it's going to be our room, so this is a nice little surprise. Got the bone, and we just saw an object moving off the table itself. So I can confirm this is the room. As I know this map quite well, I'm going to quickly go and see if I can get some more photographic evidence of the voodoo dolls. Which I know there's one always on top of the chest in here. Checking if it's counting every time. Unfortunately, it's not registering this time, but I'm not going to waste too many photographs on those. And we've also got the Ouija board. And that one registered, as you can see, when it's got the writing above it. Knock it off to save our sanity. It's a location where I also know there's going to be another voodoo doll spawn. And we are not fortunate enough directly to count this time. Now we can go back to the kitchen and start doing our investigation. As you can see, the ghost has been very active at the moment when it's moving objects all over the place. So that could be an early indication that we are dealing with a phantom. So obviously, setting up the investigation, as always, we start off with the objects that sometimes take longer to register with the ghost. Put them down in place, giving us more time to get the evidence we require to determine the ghost we're dealing with. Is it anybody here? Where are you? Give us a sign. How old are you? As you can see, it's been very active. It's throwing plates, throwing cans. It's showing its presence very early on in the map, which is very nice. So we just continue loading all the equipment we need to do our experiments in the room as fast as possible. Could even start with the Crucifix next. Just because it's a large room, it's going to be sometimes difficult to locate and place the Crucifix in the right position. So the sooner we start putting these in, the better, to try and discover where the ghost is going to be spawning. So I'll stick one here for now. One over here. Just snipping them over either side of the room as much as I can. Means we've got also a mission with the motion sensors. We can maybe start sticking these down as soon as possible. The sooner we can get those side objectives complete, we can just basically continue working out what ghost we're dealing with. Pro tip, when you're placing your motion sensors, put them down as low as possible, just in case you're dealing with a child ghost or a crawler. Just makes a higher chance for those smaller ghosts to activate the motion sensors. Now that we've got the book, the spirit box, motion sensors set up, we can go in and start putting some cameras in to check for orbs. When there's a room with multiple locations, I can put cameras. I normally just put one on the tripod, put it in a corner to cover the biggest area of the room, and then maybe just put a free-mounted video camera on a table, counter, whatever's available to you. Stick that one down over there. What we do, we come over this side. Make sure it's switched on, obviously. Placing another one over in the opposite corner. Still haven't got anything in the book yet. Hearing a lot of activity, doors getting moved, footsteps, objects moving around the place. So now is a good time to go in with your EMF and a UV light. Because we know it's touching a lot of objects, we might have a good chance of getting a good reading early on with the EMF and even finding some fingerprints. That wasn't a very good throw. As you can see, we've got writing in the book, so that's one of our clues straight off the bat. I've been come across checking doors for any fingerprints he may have left behind. It's not looking promising at the moment. Best place to check for fingerprints is obviously doors, light switches, and windows. It's not looking like we found any at the moment, so we leave that there for later on. keeps playing with those light switches. But we got our first clue. I highly recommend we update our journals in the safest place possible, which is obviously out of the building. We got writing in the book. We stunned the motion sensor, which is nice. EMF reading not quite yet. Unfortunately, we left the lights on. Oh, is the ghost gonna help us and knock them off first, maybe? Not sure if I just saw an orb or not. It's very possible it was there, but it was so bright maybe I couldn't see it. Now we gotta go back in and see if we can get any further information, as well as knocking those lights off in those rooms. Mainly the kitchen, so we can see if we're detecting any orbs. Is it anybody here? How old are you? You're hearing footsteps and people. Let's quickly check. If we've got any fingerprints. Just switched off the breaker by the sounds of it, but luckily for us, the breaker is literally next door here. Still no evidence of fingerprints as of yet. What we can also do is check the temperature again. See if we're lowering engine temperature. 3.9, that's good. 3.2. Another nice little good tip for you. Doesn't like the lights being on. Need to get another camera, so I don't think this has got any photographs left in it. But as I was saying, nice little tip for you. If the thermometer reads below 3, so that's a 2.9 or less, eventually it will turn freezing. So although the thermometer doesn't show below 0, it will still count as freezing at 2.9 or less. Yeah, this camera is no good at the moment, so we might have to go back and get another camera. So what we can do is knock the light off. And go back to the vehicle now and check for orbs and pick up another photo camera, so we'll be able to capture some more photographic evidence if it appears. I just saw an orb there then as I was walking up, but we'll have to wait just to confirm it. Pretty sure, there it is.
Nice.
So we've got ghost writing and ghost orbs, which leaves us with EMF 5. It's not going to be spirit box. It's not going to be fingerprints. Ghost orbs we've already got. Ghost writing we've already got. Freezing temps, a URI. So it's either going to be freezing temps or EMF 5. Right, now we have reduced it down to a smaller number of experiments we need to do to prove what ghost we are dealing with. So I'm going to go back in with a camera and an EMF to see if we can pick up any more readings. Hopefully capture a photo of the ghost, so those extra points of photographic evidence. Now put the light back on to save our sanity a little bit. Really doesn't like me doing that. Ghost doesn't like the lights being on at all. Which normally will indicate a mare to me, to be fair. So what we can do, we can knock that off. ghost is now hunting. But we don't have to be too alarmed because we know it's not a revenant. So what I could possibly do is try to get a photo of it, if it's even possible. Doesn't seem to want to come up the stairs, which is a shame because we could have caught a photo of it. Still walking beneath me. Oh, there it is. Whilst we're waiting for the hunt to be over, we can check if how we did, in fact, which is good. We got the bonus points of getting a photo of the ghost. Now the hunt is over, we can go back down and try to get the last bit of information we need to determine what ghost we are actually dealing with. Is there anybody here? Where are you? Tell you what I think I might do is reposition these crucifix a little bit. Maybe stick one there. And move this one more this direction a little bit. Just to see if we can get to that extra objective done. Where are you? Where are you? Show yourself. Just walking over here because I can see it tripping the motion sensor. Oh, there it is. Oh, we didn't put a video camera up. She's not hunting, so we don't have to be so alarmed at the moment. We've got an EMF 3. So let's go back to the vehicle. I don't think that would have done our crucifix mission, but we can always check. Started hunting as we left. Oh, unlucky for us, it did actually do the mission, which is very nice. You can see her walking around the kitchen there. So right, going back to our journal, because we've done all our objectives. We're trying to get EMF 5 of freezing temps at the moment. So we can go back and check for freezing temps when it's finished hunting. Let's grab another thermometer. I don't think we've had freezing temps because I haven't visually seen my breath yet. Just waiting for this hunter to be over so we can enter the building once again. And the temperatures have gone up extremely high now, which isn't a good sign for us, to be fair. EMF 3. Let's see if I can pick up any more EMF readings on the... Oh, there we go. EMF 5.
Nice.
That's all we need to finish off our investigation, that was. Quick little tip for you guys. If you want to know how to read your EMF, EMF 2 is where a ghost has interacted or been in a local area. EMF 3 is when an object has been moved or thrown by the ghost. EMF 4 is when a ghost is going to appear or show itself. And obviously EMF 5 is part of the information you need to determine a ghost. Now that we've got the ghost determined and all the objectives done, we can now pack up the vehicle and head back to the lobby. And then looking at the board, we was dealing with a shade. We had $235. Right, before I just end this short video, for you guys who don't already know, I do stream most weekday evenings UK time. That's Muzzin on Twitch. So if you would like to jump in, show your support, it'd be much appreciated. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.